Hey everybody, how's it going? So a lot of you asked in the last video, what is the purpose of doing this? Why am I showing you all these vacant spaces? Why am I showing you what is, in my opinion, urban decay and just something that's not good for the city, which are that all these spaces, more and more of them are vacant with each passing day. The reason is when I was looking to rent a space, there were so many brokers that were telling me why $200 or $300 a square foot, which comes out to like 2,000 square feet, being around $75,000 is worth it. They were explaining it to me by saying that someone's going to take the space if I don't take it, that there was going to be so much business as a result of me taking that space, and that if I didn't take it, someone else would. And I want to start to show you that that's not true, because I think that in order for this to finally stop, in order for these prices to finally come down, in order for this market to crash and return to sanity, which needs to happen, that business owners and people who wish to do business in the city need to understand the reality of the situation and need to understand that this is a renter's market, not a landlord's market. So I thought I would start here with this little Korean barbecue that's right across from me. Last year I remember doing a video where I was just walking by here and all the windows were broken. They had a little sign in the window that said, please don't break in, we have nothing here, we've already closed because of COVID, we are not allowed to be a restaurant, just please don't break in, and people broke into it anyway, and as you can see, they did not reopen. You have this little work permit from the Department of Buildings here, but that Korean restaurant appears to be long gone. So with that, Sunny will be accompanying me on my journey. Say hi, Sunny. You guys remember? So in the last video, I was going over 7th Avenue, and I just walked down from 27th Street. Today, we're going along 6th Avenue, and there's one empty place over there, Two Beans. It's difficult to tell if they are closed permanently, if they're just starting to reopen, because you have all this brown paper over there. So we're going to take a look inside once the light changes. And you also have a place right across the street that is for rent. It says M&M Studio, Pink Lash, eyeglass kind of place, and also an Asian fusion place. So let's take a look and see what these two both look like on the inside. So we're on 28th Street and 6th Avenue. This is pretty expensive real estate. This is going to cost a lot more than where I do business out of right now. And let's see what we got inside.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely closed.
Yeah, this is closed for sure. So this is...
Oh, it's open.
Please be advised that this location is closed. That's not open, that's closed. That's not for you, Sonny. Sonny! You're being a New Yorker. Okay, next up, we're gonna check out across the street. We're gonna take a look at these two places. We have an Asian food fusion place, and it looks like a makeup nail place. This would not be New York City if there were not an overflowing garbage pail with garbage right next to the pail in the middle of the day. That's just let's see what we got here. Sorry for the inconvenience, this location is permanently closed. The inside of that really, it looks very like 1970s, 60s-ish with the floor. The orange and yellow reminds me of my high school. Susan Wagner, where the students are high and the grades are low. All right, let's move on to the next one. What do we got over here?
Asian fusion.
Asian fusion, so another Asian food place. RIP. Stop, do not. What?
That's a wood permit. Concrete not authorized.
Concrete not authorized. Expires May 9th, 2020. Okay, we won't tell anybody. Stop, do not enter without a mask. Look, that one doesn't expire until later in 2021, but somebody put graffiti over it already. So you can't even tell when that expires. Yeah, so this place is closed. There's a lot of work permits. Half of them are expired. But you can't see inside because of the combination of the graffiti and all that junk. You got 3 closed places inside of 1 block already.
One place closed, so another place can reopen.
Sonny says 1 place closes, so another one can reopen.
Circle of business.
Circle of business. So here we have Dream Trader, custom embroidery wholesale caps and hats. And this is for sale by owner. This looks like a cracked window, and the cracked window has a piece of tape on it. Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there. That is beautiful.
I think that cracked by itself. Nothing to do with the wires.
Yeah, definitely cracked on its own.
Self-cracking. How many people walking into your store tell you that their phone cracked by itself?
Yeah, probably that cracked on its own too. What do we have if we just walk down here? Retail restaurant for lease. You really only have to walk about 20 steps until you have another space that's available. I can't see inside though because it's totally covered. All right, over here it says entire building for lease. Entire building for lease. You can see that it's kind of falling apart and a bit rusted. That gate looks like it was installed before I was born. And the inside of that does not look particularly pretty. Let's see what we got over here. Entire building for lease. And next to it, you have a bunch of X's. See if you could see in there. Is there anything available in there? Doesn't look like it. It looks like at one point there was a store there. But it doesn't even say for rent. It says Broadway Walk in a Sharpie on the store.
Can you appreciate that there's a crackhead shooting out and there's a nice place?
Yeah, that dude looked like he was shooting up right over there. He was. I tried to keep him out of the camera. I figured that was the least I could do is respect his privacy. So you have another one for lease over here. 11, right next door. This actually isn't a bad space. The walls could use a little bit of treatment, and the floor is not exactly, level, but a little bit of work. That's for lease. And then they have the next one, right? This actually says it's opening soon.
One place closed, another place to...
One place closed, another place opens. But this place is like, how do you afford a barbershop here? You know that's, okay, space leased. So this one leased.
That's for lease across the street.
Where?
There's a for rent commercial.
For rent commercial?
Second floor.
Oh, second floor up there. Where do you see the sign, Sonny?
Prime retail space. Prime retail office.
Prime retail, okay, that's right across the street. So literally you walk around the block and most of what was around this block was vacant. That entire area, yeah, we already looked through that. I guess that entire building is vacant along the bottom floor. All right, this is right around the corner on 27th Street. It absolutely reeks of piss horribly. So this is another restaurant space for lease over here. You could see this building has seen better days. Like this just does not look like it's been taken care of at all. Yeah, this is just... I'm not gonna walk in there. Another thing is...
This is why you get violations after violations. This is why every
Why?
single job site gets about 7 violations. Because you can't post up.
Oh yeah, this is one thing that Sonny pointed out is literally every building permit over here that we're walking by is expired. Oh yeah, they actually did already. Yeah, I guess they figured what's the point? They already lost.
You see how efficient the city is?
The city is very efficient. And I say the city's inefficient. Whoa. Sonny, look at this door.
This has been policed for longer than you've been alive.
It's kind of sad because I like this is our flag, be proud of it. I like the message. But the message that I'm getting from looking at this place is that is a mentality from like 90 years ago. Because it doesn't look like this place has been open for 90 years. Look at the font on that. Master cutting table. Just look at the font on this sign over here. I kind of like signs that have that type of old-fashioned font on it. But you could tell that this is, okay, somebody tried to get in over here. See? Yeah, somebody tried to get in. He probably escaped already. You could... This has probably been for lease longer than I've been alive. It's one of those smaller West Midtown buildings. Let's see. Okay, Sonny, check out this environmental control board. Look at the hearing date on the window. Oh my God. Look at that.
19,
This is 1 block from my store. Come on, focus, focus.
Is that 83?
That says 1983 right there. Hearing date 7/20/1983. Dude. Wow. And this is 1 block away from my store. My store is right down the block over there, and that's the Korean barbecue place where we started, is to the left across the street. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
This is the wonder about New York City. If you walk around, you don't know what you will find.
Yeah. I felt like I just zoomed into a time machine. Okay, so this one over here is 26th Street. So we had started at 27th. We went up to 29th. This is 26th. This is for lease. It's an expired permit. Sonny noticed all of these permits are going to be expired because dealing with the Department of Buildings is impossible. This one thing you're going to look at. You look at every one of these permits, they're always going to be expired. This is... Yeah, you look on the inside of it, it actually doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. This is for lease. This is, again, one of those corner spots. All these little corner spots are the ones that are typically more desirable because you're seen by both sides. There's more foot traffic, and so many of them are completely abandoned. So you just keep walking down the block and see what we see. All right, we're 1 block down. This is 25th Street and 6th Avenue. As always, expired work permit, always. And this is a really, really tiny space over here. Like really, really small. Looks like this was a little nail salon over here. Somebody managed to hit the sign with graffiti. Yeah. Sad.
Pattern here.
I see a pattern.
When you say when they say we have relocated, does that mean I didn't fuck the rent? I moved somewhere else.
Yeah, I think a lot of these places renegotiated their rent and moved to another place, but it still doesn't explain why so much of it is empty. Because they moved to someplace else that was empty. So this is another place that looks like they moved. I can't show you what the inside looks like because it's completely covered. But this is another place that is same block. Look, right before I can even turn off the camera. Wait, look, another one over there. That actually looks nice. That actually kind of looks nice. Yeah, that space is beautiful, Sonny. How much do you think they want for that?
Is it open?
Yeah, this is really nice looking. They look like the floor is done properly. They have, I guess, the floor being done properly, track lighting, and not being filled with garbage is really my only standard. I really have. It's interesting how your standards get lowered when you look by so many places. Because the only thing that's making me say this is nice is it has track lighting and it's not filled with garbage.
And the floor is level.
And the floor is level. Well, kind of, well, Brooklyn level. That's about that.
One block across the street, you missed one.
Whoa. Okay, that's gigantic. Oh, this is a WeWork building. Adam Newman must have done a good one on here. Take a retail space for lease. Yeah. It just, every time I hear some realtor say, you're not going to find another space. They're not available. Somebody's going to take it. This is hot. Someone's going to take it. You have to consider 200 or 300 a square foot for this. It's just, yeah, keep telling me that. Keep telling me that. I'm not telling you to cross the street when the car is coming. That's all you. All right. Is it going to be expired? Bro.
Expired. Look.
Bro, 2019. Oh, that's funny. So, loft or office for sale for rent. And then you just move right over to across the street. And this is the same block. We're still on 25th Street between 6th and 7th. And you have space available. Space available blowing away in the wind. You have another one, another retail space available. This does not look like it was a restaurant, because someone was saying that all of these spaces were restaurants because restaurants were the only businesses that were affected by this. Yeah, right? You have a... That's... What is Decor NYC?
Something you can't afford.
Probably.
But them barber shops, though, you don't see a closed barber shop. The other one was a barber shop, too.
Which? No, the last barbershop we saw, they were opening, not closing.
That's why it's an essential business.
Essential business.
How do you transition into barber shop, Louis?
Who is the mayor of Chicago? Lori Lightfoot that got a... Yeah, she was getting haircuts like last year during lockdown. That's how you know it's essential.
Same thing was Nancy Pelosi.
Barbershops are essential. We're going to see a lot more of them.
It's recurring revenue.
That's the ultimate in recurring revenue. All right, so we're on 24th Street between 7th and 6th. Yesterday I went down the avenue. Today we're going through the side streets. That is one retail space for lease right next to another retail space for lease. This block may actually have the record for the least amount of places for lease because there's only 2 stores for lease on this block so far. We haven't made it to the end of it yet, though. This may actually be the... Is it closed or is it...
Permanent vacation.
Permanent vacation? Maybe they're meditating. No, probably. You can't claim that as a closed one, Sonny. Yeah, so this block might just only have 2 places that are vacant throughout the whole block. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, it's an office. That's not really the same as a store. What do you have inside here, though? You can't really get a good look inside there. Those have not expired yet.
They're about to.
Oh yeah, they're about to.
The thing is, right?
What?
Like, if you really look at it, like they give you almost a year to finish your project. That means if it expires, this is taking longer than a year.
Yeah.
So they get you right there.
They are encouraging you to be fast with your construction. I can appreciate that. Okay, so you only have 2 retail spaces for lease in this whole block. There's some offices, but that's only 2 stores. That's not bad. 24th between 6th and 7th is doing something right. The Corner Cafe, this is at the end of the block on 24th Street and 6th Avenue. It is closed at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. So this is not for lease yet, but I'm guessing that that's in the stages of getting there. Because a cafe is not making money being closed at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday.
There's no sign when you look at the
Yeah. If the mail is... This is the place right next to that cafe. I'm going to take a guess that the spa is closed because they have a bunch of utility bills that are piling up there, some healthcare bills that are piling up there, and...
Hot EIN.
Yeah. We have a porn store. The porn store never closes. They're in a good business. I remember asking my dad one point, long after people were downloading stuff online and not buying DVDs, how does this DVD place afford a store in Midtown Manhattan? It just says DVD video. And he starts laughing. He tells me to... All right, this is 23rd Street between 6th and 7th Avenue. And this... So we have a bunch of closed stuff over there. And then right over here, yeah, it looks like this entire section is vacant. Let's take a look. TechServe used to be over there. That used to be TechServe right there. That was, I used to have a domain name, way less than techserve.com. That used to be my domain. I closed out TechServe before you said. Okay. Why does every window look like shit? Can you explain that to me? Every window has like a combination of dirt, graffiti, crime. It smells like piss. Okay. Yeah, as usual, every construction permit has expired 3 or 5 months ago. That's closed. I don't even want to put my camcorder up against the window there for obvious reasons. So we're gonna see. Let's take a look at the rest of it. Just walk down the block. So that's closed.
This is a prime street.
Yeah, 23rd Street is a major, for people who aren't aware in New York City, so you have 14th Street, Prime Street, 23rd, Prime Street, 34th, Prime Street, 42nd. I can't tell you what it is about the numbers, but those are the streets that are like supposed to be the prime areas for business. So this looks like someone took a key and etched their name into the glass of what used to be a lobby or a store. And this is 7,000 square foot for lease, which is New York City Realtor for probably 2,000 square feet. And we keep it moving. Let's take a look and see what else we have. Okay, you walk about 15 steps this way, and another one for Pan Brothers Associates. So what's inside here, Sonny? Looks like a standard construction site, and there's a security guy in there that's mad that I'm looking in his store. Temporarily closed. Opens again on July 9th. Hey. Yeah. We're looking at the places that are for lease. He looked mad. He got up though. That's one thing. There's a lot of those hired security guards that won't even get up out of the chair. Okay, this is not for lease, but it's a beauty salon that is closed at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday. Because that's definitely not. Yeah, Peloton's not closing anytime soon. Until they get. Yeah, that piece of shit is $3,000.
Oh, you can't use it if you don't have a subscription.
Yeah, you need the subscription for your safety, for the safety of your children. It's for the kids. This place is closed, but no for lease sign. That place that doesn't have a for lease sign, that beauty spa over there, I mean that salon, even if they're not closed, if they're not paying 23rd Street rent without being open on a Tuesday afternoon. They're going to be gone soon. So you look inside here. Yeah, closed. You can see they ripped their logo off of the wall over there.
There's a big guy's beam.
They used to have a sign.
There's a big guy's beam in the middle.
What do you mean?
I bet you asked, they count that as square footage.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. With the fire extinguisher on it. Solid core. Oh.
Solid core.
I guess it's 71 gyms now. 71 gyms now. Oh my God. It's an inside joke for people who were following the channel last year, September and October. Inside joke. Okay. Retail space for lease. Solid core. Yeah, I'll cross in a second. 70. Let's see what we got inside here. That is pretty empty. Yep. Nothing going on inside there. Okay. Another place. See what. Mr. Winnick must be getting a lot of good cardio, going all over the city and putting these signs up everywhere. So we're on 23rd Street between 6th and 7th. I've really only been focusing at this point between 6th and 7th Avenue, between 27th and 23rd, and on 27th, I think we went to Broadway once. Okay, 28th. No, Erica loves that place. Asian hate right there, you said?
Closed down by Asian hate.
Closed down by Asian hate? No, how profitable is bubble tea, Sonny?
It's like printing money.
If it's printing money, then how are they closed? All right, it looks like belly and body across there. I would venture to say that a gym that is closed on a Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. is, even if it's not for lease right now, will probably be for lease very soon. Because you're not paying that rent being closed at Tuesday at 3 p.m. Let's keep going. Okay, we're on 22nd Street and 6th. And right over there, all of that is closed. It's pretty much boarded up and covered in like nasty looking boards and graffiti and paper. And then when we go to the street, over here, this is 6th Avenue and 22nd Street. We have this place. Okay, it's not closed, it's just papered all the way up. Over here, you have a store for rent. Closed by order of the Commissioner of Health and Mental Hygiene. All right, so this place is probably messing with people's mental health. Paying rent in the city will do that to you.
No, I ate here before.
What else? So that one was closed. And then you walk over here about 10 steps over, and this one's closed too.
GameStop.
There's a GameStop?
They closed down GameStop.
No. Wow. This is a GameStop. Oh man. Melvin Capital, what'd you do? What'd you do?
I don't know why people are
Gabriel Pluck in one.
Yeah. I don't know why people are closing down their business. Just name your store to Trader Joe and you'll get a line out your door.
They just raised $500 million or something like that, and it's still closed in New York City. Wow.
Trader Joe's. Look, there's a line out around the block. Just name your store to Trader Joe's.
That'd probably work. All right, over there we have a store for rent. Looks like that was a furniture store. And over here behind me, we have a restaurant for lease. Restaurant for lease. Let's walk up, see what it looks like. You got a pile of crap outside, which is standard. And let's see what it looks like in there. It's nice. It's got a nice little like 70s vibe to it.
Look at this.
This is fancy looking.
No, but I'm saying. Rent is so high, fucking Jesus have to pay up more rent and turn it into a restaurant.
Wait, this is a restaurant?
Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
This is a restaurant.
You're kidding.
This is a restaurant.
This can't be a restaurant. This is a church, Sonny.
No, it's a fucking restaurant.
No,
What do you think this goes to? This
No.
goes to a fucking church, my dude.
So Jesus can't pay the rent anymore here? Seriously? Commercial mortgage-backed securities priced out Jesus? Bro. I don't walk around this block much, so
This goes into the church.
Jesus needed a roommate. He couldn't afford it here.
And they didn't price out fucking Staples?
No, Staples is still here.
Yeah, I know.
I don't-
They didn't.
I think it's their printing business is doing it. Without their...
Get a printer, they don't print.
Okay, this is on 6th Avenue and 20th Street. So it wouldn't be New York City if you didn't have a permit that expired a year ago. And you've got this with the floor looks kind of messed up inside of there. That is for rent. Right across the street, you have another one. That's going to be for rent forever. This is 6th Avenue and 19th Street because 29,000 square feet? Okay, that's probably going to be like 10,000 square feet in reality, knowing the city. But very few, if anybody's going to be able to afford a corner space that's that size. So that's probably going to be for rent for a while. But yeah, this is pretty much the way it is. You just walk 8 steps, and you will see another empty space. You know, someone had mentioned in the last video that New York City just kind of looks like an empty mall. One of those empty mall videos in those small suburban towns. And I kind of agree with you. The real empty mall place is going to be Broadway between 11th Street and Soho, and that's what I'd like to show you guys next. But here. Look, another one. Retail office space for lease, a block and a half down. They don't end. Everything just is, all of this with the scaffolding, it's like, it's construction projects that, half of these construction projects expired like a year or two ago, and they're still using the same permit, and there's nobody inside doing any construction. Did you notice that, Sonny? Because when we look past that other place, this one actually doesn't expire yet. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond is on top of their permits. But so many of these construction projects have permits that expire 5 or 6 months ago, and when you look inside, nobody's working. Have you noticed that pattern? But that one didn't have a stop work order on it. Okay, we're on 18th over here. This is a unique flagship opportunity. It's such a good opportunity that you actually can't see inside, because if you could see inside, you probably wouldn't even remotely consider paying for it. That's Adorama over there. They have camera gear, like the stuff that I'm holding in my hand right now. I'm not walking in there because if I do, I'll waste money on things that really just won't improve my videos at all. It's really easy to go into places like that and just stare in the $10,000 cameras that nobody cares about at the end of the day, but you want to buy it. I'm recording this on some little, I think a Sony AX53 that I got on eBay for a few $100s a while back because they said the zoom didn't work. I punched it and now the zoom works.
Just need a little bit of encouraging.
Unauthorized repair, baby. Is that closed or is that under construction or what's up over there?
Well, that's fucking closed. That looks like a startup.
The Swerve? Swerve. That's kind of a hipster name for a business. I kind of meh. Oh, it says we're moving. Books of Wonder. Come visit us. Come visit us after this week of October 19th. I think what may be happening here, and tell me what you think, Sonny, is a lot of these places may be realizing that some of these rents have dropped since the pandemic, and they're moving out of their insanely expensive places to cheaper places, and they would actually rather be closed for 3 months than continue doing business at their present rate of rent.
You're talking about the great 2021 migration.
Yeah, the great 2021 migration. That's what I would call it.
Oh, look at this outdoor dining.
This is the fanciest outdoor dining I've ever seen. Okay, this actually makes me happy.
Right?
It's a nice, happy color. This looks beautiful.
Well, look at all the fucking parking spots.
Who needs parking?
At this point, I'm debating to lose a leg so I can get a handicap parking in the city.
All right, this is 18th Street and 5th Avenue. Up there we have a retail space for lease, and you also got a bunch of graffiti covering it over there. As we pan around here, Superior Flatiron District retail opportunity. So 5th Avenue is the hoity-toity place. This is where you're gonna find like Sephora, Gucci, the Burberry, those kinds of brands. So companies that are not actually going to make money off of the space, they don't make money off of having a space here. They're just here for quote exposure. So this is going to be for like, you know, for ultimate in luxury brands like Rolex and stuff like that. So you have that Superior Flatiron District retail opportunity right around here. Prime retail space available. Let's see what it looks like. Can we see inside? That's Prime, all right. When you walk right down the block, Lou and Gray, store for rent, giant graffiti and scratches on the windows just because. And yeah, that's open. Right across there, now available. Now available. Flatiron District Retail, another one. More of it is dead than actually open. Look at this. Another one. There's nothing in there but a giant rock over there in the corner. Flatiron District Retail. Oh, look, next to where there was a now available sign, you have another one. Space for lease. Right over here, for lease. This is really tiny. What would you possibly fit in here? This is half the size of my old store. Outstanding retail opportunity.
You like outstanding or you like superior?
I prefer superior, to be honest with you. Superior sounds more outstanding. But you look on the inside. This does not look very outstanding to me. This floor looks like it has not been maintained in like 60 years. Doesn't really look finished. Seen better days. Prime? Where do you see Prime? Oh yeah, Prime retail space available. So that's open and empty. It's over 90 degrees, so and we're close to the end of the video, so that's why I've gotten a bit lazy with it when it comes to crossing the street. I have a camera that zooms now, baby. I love my little AX53. Retail space, Newmark. This is actually a really fancy looking lobby. This is one of those lobbies to a building that just kind of screams you can't afford it. They're going for that gold look. Look at the ceiling, all fancy. When you walk around here. This kind of looks fancy.
Looks like a
The floor is old and not even, but it's not. That's not what you're renting in this building for. Yeah, the high ceilings and the prestige of being on Fifth Avenue.
When you're so rich,
The prestige.
you can afford more of nothing than other people.
When you're rich, you can afford more of nothing than other people, Sonny said. Is that for lease over there or no? That probably just went out of business. There's a sign on there. I cannot read that sign from here. My eagle vision is not that good.
That's HSBC. There's a bank.
A bank? Whoa. Oh, whoa. I didn't even notice that.
Chase Bank put them out of business.
You're saying Chase put them out of business?
Look, there's a Chase right here.
Oh, yeah, there is because there's a Chase across the street. Well, Chase is never running out of money.
Yeah, because we keep putting our money there.
Yeah, I gotta stop putting my money there. Okay, check that out. Next block, 21st Street. And we have another retail space for lease over there.
That one's not prime.
That one's not prime, outstanding, or superior. Which means one of us might just be able to afford it.
You need help.
Me too.
Oh, that's the fucking Harry Potter store that just opened. See? Reopening.
Reopening? Yeah, but that's fantasy reopening.
What's this?
Another one?
There's two side by side.
Oh, there's two of them. So it's not one store for lease. You have two separate entrances, two separate locks. Wait, four? Okay, that's 1, 2. Okay, 3. This one's pretty big. This one's pretty nice looking. This is fancy. Are you kidding? This is gonna be $75,000. It's on Fifth Avenue.
Give you a discount,
72. You want to be a roommate?
Reopening. Reopening.
Reopening.
Show the people that they're reopening. What is that? Put the logo.
What do you think we're going to see on the next block, Sonny?
So this is back to 2030 in prime.
Prime. Prime is the word. Oh, look, another one.
Number 3.
I still think it should, because there's no way that place is a sandwich shop is paying its rent on 5th Avenue, closed at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday. It's not happening. What is this? Wonder Photoshop.
No, if they cut for right here, you cut for right here. Come on, man.
They can. That's why they're gone. Okay, so this is closed. That's closed. This is for rent.
Reopening. They got construction.
Okay, doing construction. No, they're not. It says retail space for lease. They're doing construction before they leave.
Expired.
Yeah, their work permit already expired. That's probably why they're gone. Another one? Retail space for lease.
You know where we are, right? That's the Flatiron building. This is like prime.
This is the Flatiron building. This is a famous historical building. It was one of the first of the really, really tall buildings that got built a really long time ago in New York City. So this is a historical, famous district for those who are wondering.
So historical, no like a full rent around.
Yeah, it's so historical that the businesses that used to be here are history. Yeah, this is right across from the Flatiron building. This is sad. You have so many people walking by here. There's so much foot traffic, and in spite of all this foot traffic, everything is closed. Because here's the thing, even if every single person that you see in front of you walked into that place and gave you $50 for nothing, even if it was $50 for nothing, you still wouldn't make enough money a day to be able to pay that. Yeah, let's do it. This is 23rd Street. Sonny keeps using the word prime. I'm going to use the word superior or outstanding. Okay, this is 23rd Street and 5th Avenue. That is another place for lease over there. It's just...
The fact that the Flatiron building doesn't have a condom logo on this condom is a missed opportunity.
That's the Flatiron building over there. This over here on 23rd Street and 5th Avenue looks to be closed and papered over. Across the street from that place that's closed is yet another restaurant space that's for lease and closed. Whoa. This actually looks like a mall.
The whole fucking building.
The whole building is empty. That's huge. That's actually the size of the mall in the town I grew up in.
Look, Home Depot is still open.
Home Depot's still open, but right next to Home Depot, that place is for lease.
Quit bitching.
Okay, this is right next to Home Depot on 23rd Street and 5th Avenue. You've got... That is empty.
What's data
Hmm?
vision? Data vision?
What's data vision?
They did data recovery? You put them out of business.
They did data recovery. Maybe Steve put them out of business.
This is your fault.
That's not my fault. Damn, data vision is gone. That's another one. It's all papered over. To imagine, to have all these people walking by every single day, have all this foot traffic, and still have it not be worth having a business here. Yeah, makes you wonder. Oh, there's another one right over there.
Oh, masterful. That's my favorite one.
Masterfully restored landmark. You don't want to rent space in a landmark because they paid you, because I think the city makes you go through a lot of stuff if you're renovating a landmark building,
Yeah.
which means that they had to pay more to renovate it, which means you're going to pay more to rent it.
But because of retail for lease,
Retail for lease over there as well. Okay, I am officially overheating. It's over 90 degrees. We've been walking around for about 45 minutes now, and I am going to go back inside and enjoy some air conditioning. Thank you very much for watching. Sonny, thank you very much for coming along.
peace.
And what I really want you all to get out of this, as I said in the last video, if you are looking to rent a space in the city, and you are dealing with a realtor or broker that tells you, or a leasing agent, that you're not going to get a better price than this, you know, if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else, but there's not really any place else to go to, or you're not going to find this anywhere else, all you need to do is walk 8 steps and you will find another place for lease. And at some point, this is clearly not sustainable. At some point it will crash. And what people will tell you is that it's impossible. There's no way this could ever crash. No, it's just fine. And a lot of these places have been for lease for years before COVID actually was an issue. Lots of these places were for lease back in 2019 when I was looking for a space. And there's this thing with commercial mortgage-backed securities where the building has a certain value and it's based on the rent they can get. And the value of it does not officially get marked down until they lower the rent that a customer has or a tenant has leased the space for. Once they lease it out to you at a more reasonable rate, the investment gets marked down, and then the people who own the investment now own an investment that has gone down in value. So there is this stickiness to the prices to ensure that the value of the investment stays high. And that is not sustainable. And as you can see by the complete hollowing out of what used to be a long time ago a vibrant city filled with small businesses that were productive and cultural centers that are now just vacant shitholes. This plan of just keeping things for rent forever so that property value can pretend that it's still what it was before is not going to last. So don't rent a space at $150 or $250 or $300 a square foot, because this is going to come down crashing at some point. I can't tell you when. I can't tell you exactly when. But what I can say is that it's got to happen. It's just common sense. Because you can't continue to pretend that an investment has value when every place is empty. That's ridiculous. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, Retail for Lease hopes that you learned something.